So I found 5 new really good and interesting police games that I want to share with you today. And honestly, it's not this often we get this many good games released at the same time. So we're gonna start off with this game called Barrow County. This is a pretty basic roleplay game, you could say. Nothing too crazy, but I want to share it with you either way because it's decently good and definitely worth checking out. Okay, so I've loaded into the game and this is essentially what it looks like. This is a game based in the state of Georgia, United States. So yeah, I've already noticed a few interesting features, for example ATMs, but I'm gonna switch teams now to the sheriff's office because that's what's really interesting me here. First of all, it seems like they're using a custom ACS gun kit, which is pretty nice. Got a Glock 17, also really beautiful. So yeah, here we got the sheriff's office vehicle spawner, and we do not have any vehicles yet. You have to buy them, and so we're gonna check out which one of them we can afford. Seems like we can only buy, no wait, we can actually get these two, the 2011 Ford Crown Victoria and 2014 Charger. Let's go with the Crown Victoria because those are always nice. Spawn that in. Okay, amazing. And you actually spawn in the vehicle as well. Okay, that's a good car spawn. I like that. You can also see they have a nice radio here on the left side, and it functions just like Maple County for the controls. Really nice. You can also go on duty, busy, or off duty. Sweet. You got ELS, and this ELS actually looks decent, but as you can tell, it's only blue and there is some white as well. But your blue ELS, personally, I do not really like that. I would probably recommend adding a little bit of red there because that just makes it look a little better. But then of course, I'm not complaining. Liveries, well, they're fine, not directly very fitting for photos. And why? Well, they're completely dark, meaning you won't really get that, you know, how do I put it, full-on photographical effect. I don't know if this is what the actual livery looks like for this place in real life. If you know, this is actually based off a real town in Georgia, but maybe combining the livery with, you know, another color like white or something would be smart, because then you would have a little more to work with, so to speak. I think it would look better. But yeah, let's just say that the livery still is decently good, but definitely nothing crazy. Map wise, the map is honestly pretty large, but obviously, as you can tell, not super detailed, and that's understandable coming from a really small group like this. This is like we're talking very small development team. But yeah, honestly, really interesting game. Definitely can see this growing in the future. Maybe look into making the liveries a little more colorful though, just so you can see them a little better. It looks a little weird with the lighting. Not entirely sure if I fully like the lighting in the game, but honestly, I could see this game grow. It looks very interesting so far. And yeah, I'm gonna fire this gun now because that's something I want to do. Ooh, okay. Nice gun design. Let's check this out. Okay, well, this is very basic. Oh, and by the way, we got an MTD. Let's just hop in that. So you see here, we can log in and we can check personal info, users. We can look up users. We can check for warrants. We can see active bolos. We can actually check people's license plates, and of course, the active calls and also the active units. So that's awesome. Honestly, I was not expecting such an advanced system for an early game like this, but seems like they have invested some resources into that. You also got paychecks here, as you can see. I just made some cash. But yeah, this is a game worth checking out, showing up their community, and you know, share your ideas, because this is a game that sort of reminds me of that old Berkeley County, you know, V1 Berkeley County, my favorite version of the game. I really like these decently realistic yet simple RP games, but there obviously has to be more updates before, you know, this is fully polished and stuff. I'm gonna tell this guy, he's a developer of the game, I'm just gonna tell him the game looks pretty good. I wasn't even expecting developers to be on. The game is actually open for the public, so anybody could join up if you want to. We also got a ticket device. Not entirely sure how this works, but I guess you click on a user and you can actually give them tickets. Handcuffs doesn't seem to work. License, you can give your license away. And you also got this phone in which you can call emergency services and people and stuff. But yeah, before anything else, I would probably recommend these developers to work a little more on the map. There's one more place I want to check out before I leave though, and that's over here where there's a construction crane. And the reason I want to check that out is because there might be a bigger part of the city there. But yeah, map is definitely something I would like to see more focus on. Right now I can tell that they do scripting very well, so I think they should probably focus a little more on what the map is gonna look like for now, because I mean, this game could already be played, and like you could drive around, you could roleplay. It's totally doable already. Look at these buildings as well, very high quality builds. But yeah, lots of work has been put into this, which is good to see. And for as early as this is, it's already looking pretty neat. But yeah, go join up, check it out, give your thoughts on it, help out the developers, provide them with feedback. I always love to see when people give feedback to the devs. But yeah, cool stuff. Signing off. Next, we got a game called Sacramento County, California. This is a game that's actually been published for a while. Looks like since back in 2020, and it's still getting developed, which is really cool. But you can tell not that many people have played it, and that's the reason I'm gonna call it new for today. The game itself isn't new, but it pretty much has been dead for the past 4 years and is still actively getting developed. Let's give it a fresh start, so to speak. So yeah, let me give some facts about the game. This game is based off Sacramento County, as you could probably tell by the name. They consider themselves to be one of the most unique roleplay experiences because everything they create is not only made in-house, but they pride themselves on being a roleplay focused community. So no microtransactions or anything like that. The community features roleplay opportunities for law enforcement, fire, and civ. Like mentioned before, everything is made in-house, so the entire map is made based off the real-life depiction of Sacramento County. The community isn't fully open to the public. They're still on an experimental game version, which they've been doing in-game testing since early 2024. So this community has always tried to be unique and small to avoid trolls, annoying children, and drama that's often associated with roleplay communities. We offer one of the best roleplay mods in the law enforcement roleplay community that I believe many people will be interested in. But yeah, this game looks great. There are plenty of in-game features, quite advanced mechanics, and obviously you can see great roleplay. This is one of those RP communities that are very strict on what they do, and those are usually the best of the best roleplay communities that I'm always shocked to join because they always provide something so amazing. The experience. Now, as I mentioned, it's a small community, meaning they don't really let in anybody, but I will see what I can do if I can link their Discord server or something down below, because I believe you're still able to join and apply. So therefore, definitely check this out if you can. It's a cool game. Next, we got a game that's actually set to release today. Yeah, that sounds crazy, but it's true. So this is a roleplay game set in the country of Latvia, Europe. I personally know the owner quite well. He's a nice dude, and the game is also really nice. Development has been moving quickly here. They have been getting stuff together very nicely. A lot of work has been put into this game, and there are plenty of in-game features that you want to check out. Not only are the emergency services very unique for this game, because this might be the first Latvian-based roleplay game I've ever played myself, but not just that, the community is also really nice. They got good people in there, and let's not forget the developers. Amazing developers, cool vehicle models, nice builds, everything you would want for a small roleplay game like this. And keep in mind, it's releasing today, so you got the perfect chance to join up. This is one of those groups that doesn't have the attention they deserve, so go join the game up or their community, whatever you want to do. And yeah, let's move on to the next game. Now next, we got State of Belmont. This is set in Europe, but based on a fictional island country. This game features a rich roleplay sandbox, strict RP row state community, and all teams are locked behind applications, meaning you need to apply for most things in game. They're aiming on making the game as versatile as possible. They have multiple civilian jobs to earn money and XP. They got illegal heists, ATM robberies, bank robberies, house burglaries, even an illegal substance which can be mined, produced, and sold. They put a heavy focus on activities for the civilian team, some examples being completely customizable player housing, customizable cars, factories which can produce items you can sell, fabric, oil, etc. And all the game systems, plus the terrain and the whole map is 100% built by hand. They also recently rolled out a firefighting system similar to that one of Maple County. They aim to provide equally cool features for everyone. This game looks really good. Now, I'm personally not a big fan of their vehicle models, and that's because certain boxy cars are just not of my style. But because of how professionally RP is within the game, I feel like you should definitely go check this out. I know a lot of people are interested in games like these and small communities like these, and they are actively looking for new members. But remember, it's an SSU based game, and most teams are locked behind a rank, meaning you need to apply and do all that boring stuff. But that's one of the main reasons games like these have such amazing RP, because they put so much effort into making their game professional. Now, the last game I got on this list for today is a game called Apollo Bay, Victoria. Now, this is a small coastal town off the Australian coastline in the state of Victoria, and it's actually one-to-one built by the developers, because this has been sort of a passion project for the developers. Now, Apollo Bay offers some of the most detailed Australian firefighting equipment on the platform, a beautiful map, police and ambulance capabilities, and there are also tons of plans on civilian stuff to be added. The map is entirely one-to-one of Google Maps and with references from someone who actually lives there. All the fire trucks, police, and ambulance vehicles are one-to-one of the actual fleets at the station in the town, which is pretty neat. Now this game looks fantastic. It's one of the better looking games in today's video. They have spent a lot of time developing the game, and yet their community is quite small. I'm trying to change that. I'm trying to bring some life to their community, and hopefully you go check it out yourself, because you know these small ones are so amazing. But yeah, Apollo Bay Victoria is one of the better Australian roleplay games I think I've checked out on Roblox. Always unique to see these games. Why? Because we don't got that many non-US based RP games out there. And also keep that in mind, when it comes to US set RP games, most are actually pretty much based in the same counties over and over again. You always got Florida, California, and occasionally you get a border RP game set in, for example, San Diego or maybe Texas, and then the rest are pretty much set in New York and Georgia. It's super weird, but pretty much every roleplay game I've ever played is set in one of those counties. So it would be pretty interesting if somebody takes the initiative to make a random roleplay game set in, for example, Nevada or something. Yes, something that we haven't seen before. But either way, thank you so much for watching. Go check some of these games out. They are definitely worth checking out. And yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your day. See you in the next video. Bye.